Welcome to Lionsgate 888, 8th of August 26, which adds up to 8. We have 888. It is Saturday just after 4 p.m. I have meditated, hence the meditation here. I'm still a little bit zonked from the meditation, so bear with me. We have some lovely messages. I have smudged earlier in the day with Paolo Santo, and that still wafts and cleanses and clears the air. The crystal which is gracing our reading today is the large clear quartz crystal, that one there. Now my pointy stick, I haven't got anything within reach. I'm just going to use a little hair clip, so bear with me. I've had a lot of downloads in the past few days in preparation for this reading, so I'll just run through them: signs and symbols and sentences, phrases, words. So the letters they gave me: C, P, the number 3. They showed me 2 sevens joined, so I'll just show you that, which sort of looks a bit like a square here. Okay, 2 sevens joined to make either a diamond or a square, depending on how you hold that up. But what they gave me with those sevens was crossing sevens. They also showed me, that's interesting. So shade is sort of the smaller version of shadow, which is interesting. Might be something of shadow or shade there for you. An A with one leg longer than the other. And then today, this morning actually, in my toast, look at my piece of toast, there in the middle was an A that was closed, and I thought, oh, that is a sign. What sign is it? And of course it's an air sign. It's the sign for the element of air, this one here. But in a way, that's almost the finished and completed version of that. There is something about that. And so the sentences and phrases, the other day they gave me comms incoming. Now comms is communications. So communications incoming to me, for you, but also listen to the comms that you're getting from above and within. Now, as I got comms incoming, I then heard the magpie in our garden calling it in. He was clattering, or she, in the tree. So the phrase magpie called it came in. Other phrases: live moment to moment. The importance of all things. Now this is interesting. They underlined the all as in complete, but also the importance of completed things. So either to complete things or things are completing. And the other meaning of all is the German word, I think, for the universe, which is all. And I'm not sure how you spell that. Could be A-double-L. But the importance of all things, meaning things coming from the universe. Okay. The other phrase was you are life. And then this morning, just after dreams and in that liminal phase, they gave me, I thought it was shipping or shipper. Sometimes it's hard to remember exactly how the word was, but I think it was shipping, but it wasn't the normal use of the word shipping, as in ships going along, or courier shipping, transporting things. It wasn't that. So I looked it up and found another meaning, and I know that's the right one. It's funny. Shipping, shipping, another meaning of that word is the desire by fans or fandom for 2 or more. Now that's interesting because, as you know, those of you who follow me, I'm in a band and it's 2 of us. So it could mean fans want more of us too. And they rephrased and also reversed the phrase. 2 or more became also more of 2. Almost a reversal. Those were the early messages, the messages for today's Lionsgate reading. I'm going to use Kim Cran's today, friends, because that's really been called. I've been called to use Kim's deck. This is her Wild Unknown. So I'm going to pick 3 cards from Kim, and then I'm going to clarify with a trusty old Katrin Weltstein, Mystical Moments, Birth of Venus on the side. I love that. The little mini tarot. What was funny, as I did the meditation, which was interesting because I wanted to do one that was for the thinning of the veil. That's what I was drawn to. And so I did choose a lovely one. But the one I chose, they either forgot to or purposefully had adverts throughout it. So you would relax and listen and let go and drift and notice things, and then it would be boo, 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 from an advert. I think that happened 6 times. So something you're trying to get to, a state you're trying to get to, has been a bit disrupted. In the end, I decided, you know, what the heck, I'm not going to get fussed. I'm just going to come out of my blanket, turn off the advert and let it play on. But it did interrupt the flow a little bit. So there's something even in how that meditation occurred for me today in this reading for you. This is timeless. Although I say it's timeless, I have a strong feeling this is really for the rest of August, particularly for now, which is the 8th, to the rest of August. Quick shout out to B. I want to wish B what would have been a very happy birthday tomorrow. We got her on the 9th of August in 2015. We met each other and she came to live with us and we adopted her. And she's coming into the energy too. And I think she popped her head into the meditation. Beautiful bee. But they did give me a quick glimpse of something behind a veil, and it was a body lying down with red lipstick, bright eyes. Later I thought, just as I went up to the bathroom, I thought, who was that? And I thought, oh God, stupid Carrie. It was me. I was seeing me under the veil, or peeking out of the veil, which was my blanket that I was lying under. So possibly astral projection, guys, for you, or the thinning of the veil, or you're going to be seeing something perhaps from beyond the veil that you haven't seen before. So watch out for that. It's extremely quiet on this Saturday, 16:16 as I look at the clock, which is 7:7. And that's wonderful. Let's just go with that beautiful quietness. Spirit, may we have 3 cards for my beautiful people, already 8:30, so 8:38 minutes. 3 cards, please, on this 8/8 portal, Lionsgate. I didn't realise until today that the Lionsgate portal is connected to the heart chakra. So the colour green, which is my favourite colour anyway, actually. But all shades of green are relevant, particularly at this time. And anything to do with the heart. Maybe love, maybe healing. Thank you. We have 2 straight out. Do I want to take 2 straight away? I don't. And in fact, I'm going to put them back. I really only want 1, 1 and 1, please. Thank you, Spirit. Now these cards are a little bit stickier together because I have used them a bit, but not as much as I've used the other cards. Thank you. So the first card we have is the Mother of Wands. Mother of Wands. Thank you. Second card already coming out. 5 of Pentacles. Mother of Wands. 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers. That's beautiful, isn't it? Just as I'm speaking about the heart. Bottom of the deck was the one that showed itself, which is the Seven of Pentacles. At the top, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, lots of pentacles. I'm just going to divine from the cards first, friends. So, Mother of Wands. I get curled up in a protective mode. Relaxed, actually. Holding her magic wand sits the Mother of Wands. She is protecting her eggs, which are her creations. But I also, before I saw them as eggs, thought and felt them to be divinity, which creations are. But this Mother of Wands is protecting her divinity. She's rest and relaxed, but she's not asleep. Bit of a meditative state going on there, right? Let's just see what Kim, lovely Kim, has to say about the Mother of Wands. Here we go. Attractive, domestic, and vibrant, variant, I read there, vibrant, attractive, domestic, vibrant. It's not really what I get from the card, guys, I have to be honest. But I want to read what she says in case that resonates. Resonates? These misspeaks, very important. So you're resigning to something, settling for something, not fighting something. Yeah, she's protecting her divinity in a really cool, relaxed way. By the way, spirals, I did rewrite my notes on the page because there were too many. I needed more space. So before I swapped over my notes to a bigger piece of paper, and the old bit of pater, father figure, so father is relevant. What jumps off that card also is the spiral. You're going to be spiraling up, your vibration will be spiraling, okay? Here I wrote it, spiral. And of course it can go in different directions, spiral, can't it? It can go anywhere down as well, but particularly they drew me to spiraling upwards. You're raising your vibration. Thank you, Spirit. The middle card is the Five of Pentacles. Now what I get from Kim's Five of Pentacles, as we know, it's a rose releasing a petal, and that petal is a teardrop. This is the past for me, and for me I see you with your head bent over, shedding a tear, some sort of heartbreak in the past. Under the moon, I feel it is the moon in this card, not the sun, the moon. But I feel it is the past, which is interesting, so I'll just show you that. Here you are, your head is hung over, you shed a tear, or you bleed. It's almost a bleeding heart with the red and the passion of red. Under the bright moon. That for me is a moon today. I don't even know if it's a moon from Kim's point of view. I'll find out in a minute. But I have a strong sense from my intuition that that was the situation, a situation for you, my friends, in the past. Let's have a look what she says about Five of Pentacles. I'm only going to take the keywords. As I say, I'm still half asleep. You can see it. You can hear it. Sadness, worry, illness. Yeah. Sadness, worry, illness. I don't think it was as much worry and sadness, illness, as sadness. It was more sadness. Under the moon. And the third card Kim gives us is the very beautiful, vibrant Lovers. I love this card. The Lovers in all decks is just beautiful. One of the highest vibration cards. Here we have two Canada geese, I think, flying away together. Flying high, in their perspective, under the vibrant, multicoloured sun. And they are the lovers. That could be you and a part of self, but I strongly feel it's you and another, and I feel it's on the earthly plane. But it can be you and a friend, you and a child, you and a parent, and the love can be maternal love. It can be love of neighbours and friends, but it can be romantic love also. Number 6. Yeah. Wow, we've got consecutive numbers as well. Oh, sorry, reversing numbers. So 5. Oh no, 5 and 6. So consecutive numbers. You both know where you're headed, and you're flying in that direction. Two together. What a beautiful message. What does Kim say about the lovers? And when I flicked through earlier, that card did immediately pop out. It's funny. It's really, when you open the book, it naturally falls open at the lovers. Union, desire, joy. 2 Canadian geese are mates for life. Travelling partners within an expansive sky. The lover's card is a welcome sight in any reading, as it suggests a beautiful and strong relationship on the horizon. Yes, you'll experience all the thrills of desire and romance, but meanwhile, you'll be building a solid foundation together. The lovers honour and respect each other, and with that they can go anywhere. If you're already in a relationship, it's time to be grateful and nourish this rare and precious gem. That's true. Sometimes, friends, we may not recognise what is right under our nose or beak. What a beautiful card. Thank you, Spirit. I'm just going to take a sip of water, then let's get some more information. We're going to further clarify all of these cards with, not the same deck, she says picking up the same deck, but with Kim Kranz. Kim, can we have any other information for the Mother of Wands, for the collective, for the people watching in the wonderful YouTube? As ever, all are welcome. Sunscribers, those who have already subscribed to 2 for Joy Oracle. Welcome anyone new. Please come in. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe and the notification button. Join our lovely community. Ooh, that's too many. Sorry. Sometimes I know I shouldn't do the housekeeping when I'm shuffling because it disrupts the energy. So I'll say it and then I'll shuffle. You are all welcome. Much loved. Thank you. The Mother of Wands. We have the Empress. Beautiful. Just going to see what I get for that. Oh my gosh. It's not complicated. But the Mother of Wands, the one nurturing her eggs, nurturing her creativity, holding her magic wand, is the Empress. You have become the Empress, my friend. May we have a card for the 5 of Pentacles, Spirit? Please. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Thank you. Oh, I love that. Oh, that makes so much sense. So much sense. Thank you, Spirit. And for the lovers, as though it needs clarification, may we have a card for the lovers. For my wonderful 2 for Joy viewers, listeners, readers. Ah! Oh no, that's a whole clump have fallen on the floor. That's too many. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to take them. It's only 2, but for me they represent the 2 birds. So we're going to put those there and read them in a moment. So the Empress clarifying the Mother of Wands. What I have here is that your nurture, your love, the creativity, the nesting, the preparation, the meditation, the gathering, using your wand for good magic, for healing, for self-healing. You have, and of course the snake represents healing, you have become the Empress. Either you have become the Empress, or what you have been nurturing has caused you to become the Empress. Your creative projects, your eggs. You have blossomed. You are a flower, is what this Empress tells me. She's looking straight at me, which means this is now. This is happening now. Actually, we can actually see what does look like a bean, or well, it looks like a bean, but I think it's meant to be a baby in her womb there. Is that right? Sorry, my glasses are really not brilliant, sorry. We'll know in a moment when we read the infos. So it's a time of blossoming, of course. It's a time of blossoming, and the flowers are blooming. You are blooming, and you are a beautiful, blooming Empress. That is what you have become. This creative project, and it can have been a child, but it can have been anything else, any other creative project, is blossoming. And there you are atop your fruitful abundance. I love it. Let's just see what Catherine says for the Empress. So we've gone there also, friends, from minor arcana, Mother of Wands, to major arcana. In this respect, let's have a look. Is it at the front or the back? It is at the front. It is number 3. Here we go. Maternal instincts. Yeah, maternal instincts. Connection with nature, abundance, fertility, and Earth Mother. Also reminding us that the healing has happened through your connection with nature and Gaia and the world. She has healed you. She has allowed you to heal and to then grow and to now blossom. Thank you, Spirit. How beautiful. Now clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, which was the rose that was bent over, weeping, releasing a petal, crying a tear. This is turned into the Page of Pentacles, which is just so beautiful because it's literally not that same flower, but a flower that has been nurtured. It has been watered. You poured love on to that petal, onto the rose that had bent over and was drying and dying. It was losing a petal, but it has been saved by divine. What I love is that she's got a divine watering can here. Not sure if you can see that there. So she has watered what was, and it now becomes this. Doesn't matter that it's a different flower. It represents a flower of life and living. And she is divine. The divine within her has turned that around. And below her are more peonies. And of course her friend the dragonfly is there. That's right. She's come to say hello. And dragonfly is like any butterfly, dragonfly, moth. Her transformation, that divine part of self. She's also angelic, but it could also be your angel, because her feather is her skirt is a skirt of feathers, white feathers. So I'm getting divine feelings there about it, feelings of the divine messengers. And she's still nurturing. Of course she is. Look, she lays her hand upon the peony, upon her creative project, and she loves it, guides it, tends it. She's still tending it. And then the lovers, these two. And it just brings me back to shipping, the desire by fans or fandom for 2 or more of 2. Can we have more of 2, please? Whichever 2 we're talking about. 2 will become more. There is an expansion there. We have 2 clarifying cards, and it does make sense because there are 2 lovers on that card. We have the Ace of Swords and the Magician. So in that we have first card, minor arcana to major arcana. Second one, minor to minor. Third one, major. And as an answer or a response to that, we have a major and a minor arcana, which is really complete balance, which I absolutely love. That says to me those two Canada geese, whatever they represent, are totally in balance. It's as though they hold two golden balls in each hand, or balls of energy, equally balanced. Let's start with the Ace of Swords. And it's funny because it's masculine and feminine. We're going to go with that. Masculine. Here we have the guy, the beautiful guy wearing the nautilus shell. He holds the key to love, progress, and that is to put the key in the keyhole here, and it's the answer lies in your mind for the masculine. And that is masculine, isn't it? It's what we say. I mean, obviously it can refer to the energy of the card, but I'm reading it this way today. Look at that. And again, he's looking straight at you, just as the Empress was looking straight at us. Let's see what Kim says about the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, please, Kim. Not Kim, Catherine. Did I say Kim before? Sorry, obsessed with Kim at the moment. Catherine. Apologies, Catherine. Swords. Where have you gone? There we go. Ace of Swords. Mental force, truth, knowledge, fortitude, success, and clarity. Yeah. Got to that place in the sky by mental clarity. And the key lay in the mind, unlocking the mind, freeing the mind, expanding the mind, taking the blinkers off. Beautiful. And for the female element of the Lover's card, we have the Magician. Now this person, this female, is, oh, I love it, is actually caressing what looks like, well, it could be a goose. It does look like a goose, but it could be a swan. They'll tell me when I read the details. So she continues to nurture the swan. I love that. That feels very loving. There's a butterfly there behind her. That's transformation. And the stars are all around her too. She's definitely raised up again in the sky, like the Canada geese. And she's wearing the Magician's hat. Look at that. So there is the feminine aspect of the Lover's card. Nurturing, caressing. They're in the same vehicle, travelling along, actually in exactly the same direction as the Lover's card, going that way. Magician going that way. But being held up in a hat. And I want to say, there's also a cross in the window of the hat. That reminds me of divinity. Held up by divinity is what I get from that here. A cross. Supported, held by divinity. Let's see what Catherine says for the Major Arcana number 1, or the Magician. Magician card. Manifestation, channeled power, inspire creativity and confidence. Yeah. And the perfect balance being the two together. The masculine energy, the feminine energy. Absolutely beautiful. What a gorgeous message for this Lionsgate. Thank you so much, Spirit. May we have a charm from the bag of charms, please. May we have one charm for the lovely viewership at 2 for Joy. Almost half an hour. Thank you. I love it. It's an enamelled charm, and it's in what I call a midnight blue. Those of you who follow me know I'm in a band called Midnight to Blue. Of course, it is a beautiful butterfly of transformation. This is the ultimate. You have transformed, is what it's saying to me. But when we're saying that the timeline is between now and the end of the month, I think it's going to be quite lucky. Looking at these cards, there's nothing, that you haven't overcome. There's nothing, I'm going to say dastardly. There's never anything dastardly in tarot because there's always an explanation for it. So even if it feels tricky, and there isn't anything tricky here, that we can explain it. But culminating the whole the whole reading into transformational butterfly. I wanted to put it initially on the Five of Pentacles, but I don't need to because the Five of Pentacles was neutralized, if you like, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to put the transformational midnight blue butterfly on the Lovers card here. I love it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here in Lionsgate. The thumbnail, I'll put a description in the description box below. It might be my front door knocker if the sun is shining. So have a look at that. There is something about, is that the Lion of Rome? I'll have to look that up. Anyway, thank you for being here. Enjoy the day, the rest of the day, in the rest of Lionsgate, which I have been told, sorry, my throat is just, there we go, that Lionsgate, the rest of Lionsgate pertains until the end of August. I think possibly even to September. I don't know astrologically, astronomically, I'm not an expert on those areas. It does last a while, so embrace the energy, friends. This is an utterly beautiful message, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video, Two for Joy. And I wish you all a really beautiful and pleasant and happy, auspicious Lionsgate 888. Bye-bye, my friends.